Hi, friends. Welcome back to your practice. I am Katie Arnold. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. Today we have a Pitta balancing practice. Now, if you have never heard of this, don't know what this means, that's okay. I'm going to break it down for you just really simply. Pitta is one of our three doshas. There's Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Now, I have done a video from I don't know, many months ago at this point, that was a daily practice that was Vata balancing. So you can always go back in my channel. You can search for that video. It's a great practice. I do it for myself quite regularly. But I thought it was about time we kind of came back to talking about the other doshas. Our doshas are our energetic makeup, essentially. And so these energetics can come in and out of balance. So when we're talking about Pitta, this energetic balance, when it's out of balance, can look like hot flashes, irritability. It can look like confusion and insomnia. And so when we are looking to kind of balance everything out, that's what a practice like this is for. So we're really going to focus a lot of our energy and awareness to our belly, to this section of the body. And I say this because we want to try and keep the heat that we're going to build, this like fire that we're going to build in the belly, we want to try and keep it out of the head. So if you start to notice that you're getting really hot and you're maybe feeling some of that heat in your face, in your head, then I want you to pause. That's a really great opportunity for yourself to kind of slow down and take a step back. So I want you to keep that in mind. And then if you want to have any props, you could have props nearby, but you definitely don't need any for this practice. And we'll just go ahead and get started in a tabletop position. So finding that neutral tabletop, wrists underneath those shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and then inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, coming through cow pose. Exhale, belly button to spine, chin to chest for cat. Inhale is your cow, heart shines forward, gaze pulls forward. Notice how you feel. Exhale, spine rounds. Moving with your breath between this cow and this cat pose for just a few more rounds. And really see if you can tune in to that belly, to that energetic center. Take one more here. Sensitizing to your body. Coming back to that neutral tabletop. Well, inhale that right arm forward like you're about to shake somebody's hand. And then exhale, send that left leg back behind you. Take a full round of breath here and really try to find the balance and the stability. Think about reaching long from the right fingertips down through that left heel. Take a big inhale breath. Think about reaching a little bit longer, not necessarily higher. And then exhale, crunch, knee to elbow. Inhale as we reach long. Moving nice and slow. Exhale as you crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Awareness at the core. Inhale, reach. Exhale is your tabletop position. Take one round of cow and cat. Inhale, drop your belly through cow. Exhale through your cat pose. Come back through neutral. And then inhale that left arm forward, thumb up towards the ceiling. Exhale, send that right leg back behind you. Take a couple breaths. Finding that length, gazing straight down. Inhale, breath, reach long. Exhale as you crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, find that tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine. Come back through that neutral tabletop, curl those toes under. And then start to hover the knees off of your mat. So really pressing the mat away with those hands. Big breath in, big breath out. If you start to notice yourself get fatigued, knees drop down to the mat. Otherwise, hang with me for a few breaths. Take the ego out of it and sensitize to where you're at. That's the most important part of this practice today. So if the heat comes in the head, knees come down. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Drop those knees. Take them out nice and wide. Hips over the heels. Child's pose. Find the breath. Let some of that heat go. Awareness at the navel. Inhale back up through your neutral tabletop. And then exhale, hips go back, downward facing dog. Take a moment, pedal out those feet, bending one knee, bending the other, walking out this downward facing dog. And then find some stillness. Full breath in, full breath out. Notice how you feel right here. Notice where the body is at right now. As we continue to move and as we continue to flow through this next little section, again, I want you to stay tuned into where you're at. So if you find that you get fatigued or you feel heat coming into the head, then you pause in our child's pose. All right. Inhale, shift it forward. High plank pose, palms pressing the mat away. Knees can always drop. Exhale down to your belly. Untuck those toes. Inhale, lift your head and your chest, cobra pose. Exhale, take those hips back, child's pose. Beautiful. Inhale, tabletop. We're moving with our breath. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Inhale, shift it forward, high plank. Exhale, down to your belly. It's the same thing over and over. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's. Hips over the heels. Inhale through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down to your belly. Inhale for your cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Notice how you feel. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. If you need a break, take one. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. If you take that break, you're just holding your child's pose. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down to your belly. If you take a break, just ignore my cueing here. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's. We'll take one more together. If you're not already resting, inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child. Full round of breath in. Full round of breath out. Inhale, start to shift it forward. We're going to come onto the forearms. Forearms parallel with one another. Extend the legs long. We're in our sphinx pose. So palms pressing down, fingertips spread out nice and wide. Working to get those elbows underneath the shoulders, and then really think about pressing that heart forward. Find that extension through the legs. Awareness at the core. Sensitizing yourself to the heat in the body. And then we're just going to lower ourselves down, stack your hands, and let your forehead rest on stacked hands. Crocodile. Release any tension. You can take some gentle sways of the hips side to side. All right. I'm just going to flip over onto our backs. So you can just flip yourself over like a pancake. Plant those feet down on the mat, knees up towards the ceiling. Bring your knees into your chest. And then inhale, extend the legs up. And then exhale, knees come in. So we're going to do the same thing a few times. Inhale, legs extend high. Exhale, knees to chest. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, knees in. About 3 more. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, up. Exhale, in. There's some gentle core engagement. Inhale, legs high. Exhale, knees in. Let's do one more. Inhale, legs up. Exhale, knees in. Take a big breath in with those knees at center. And exhale, drop them over to the left. Arms out to a T. Gazing up towards the ceiling or over that right shoulder. Slowing things down. Noticing where the body's at now. Inhale back through to center. And then exhale, drop them to the other side. Let yourself soften. Inhale back through to center. Just extend your legs long. Landing in your Shavasana. Finding that comfortable place to land. Bringing awareness fully into the body. Noticing the heat, Noticing where that heat is living in the body. I definitely feel that in my midsection right now. That's what we're looking for. Gently wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe roll around the wrists and the ankles. You could take a big good morning stretch, reaching fingertips to toes and rolling over onto one side, finding a fetal posture. And gently pressing yourself up to any seat that feels supportive for you, roots down. Really think about finding length through the spine, crown of your head pulling up towards the ceiling. Inhale, sweep those arms out nice and wide, palms meet overhead. Exhale, let your hands come down through heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. Om Shanti. Peace. Thank you all so much for joining me for this practice. If you want to learn more about the doshas, or specifically Pitta and what this means and how this might be kind of playing out in your life right now, I will leave a link in the show notes to an article with more information. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please take a moment to do so. I really would be so grateful. And then, of course, if you don't already have my free daily practice calendar, it helps take the guesswork out of your daily practice, and the link for that is in the show notes. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you back on your mats for your next